And once you understand how to use your weapon,
Yeah, come on. All right, come
how
on.
many of you had to use it this week already?
Amen. Amen. Oh, yes,
How many of you had an encounter with the devil already this week?
Amen.
Now, by the way, if you've not had an encounter with him already this week, it's just Wednesday.
Yes, yes, sir.
You got plenty of time left, and he's mad right now because you're in here. And some of you probably told some of you before you came not to come tonight.
All right now.
That you really didn't have to go. That 3 out of 4 is not bad. So this is only the second week in the month, so you still got a couple more Wednesday nights.
Amen.
But what happens if you listen to what he's telling you, you find yourself losing an interest.
Amen.
And as you lose interest, you're losing your power.
Amen. Amen.
Because if you don't use your weapon, listen, if you don't use your weapon gets dull.
Amen.
So what James says to his brothers, the 12 tribes, the leaders of the 12 tribes, to count it pure joy when you enter these various trials of mankind, because here's the reason why you ought to count it joy. First of all, it's just a test.
Amen.
It's just a test of your faith. You see that?
Yes.
It's just a test. It's just a test. But how many of us respond as if it's a test or if it's something detrimental? We see it as being more than a test, right?
Amen.
And why is that? That although the word says it's just a test, but we think it to be something more. Why is that? Human nature, lack of faith. Because again, Peter said the enemy goes about as a
Roaring lion.
So the circumstances of your issue are roaring. That's the enemy.
Yes.
But it's a test.
Amen.
Every now and then we have on television the test of the American broadcasting system. You know, just beep, beep, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and then it's gone. But now our testing lasts a little longer because God is doing something in us,
Amen.
for us, and through us. He's performing something in you, for you, and through you.
Amen.
And it's all inward led. So it affects you, and it's going on in your mind.
Amen.
That's the battleground. Your mind is always the battleground of spiritual warfare. But that purpose is because in you there has been planted seeds, or the seeds of the fruit of the Spirit.
Amen.
Except a wheat of grain falls into the ground and dies, it abideth alone, or it remains just a seed. But if it dies, then it brings forth much fruit. So what does Paul say in Philippians 1 and 6? He who has begun a good work within you, or he who has planted this seed in you, shall continue to perform it, shall continue to water it, shall continue to dung around it until it begins to grow and sprout. And growth is always painful.
Amen.
When a baby starts to teeth, what does that baby do? Crying, irritable, howling all the time, because those teeth are being cut, right? What do you do when you start to cut your spiritual teeth? some folk go a little beyond crying. They do some, they do some other things. But the point is, the objective is that God is pruning you because you are to produce fruit, more fruit, and much fruit. So the growth process is painful in spiritual warfare. But out of all of the pain, agony, suffering, different experiences, is still just a test. Just a test. So James says that the testing of your faith, that's what's being tested. Remember, I asked you, what kind of faith do you have? Not how much or how large of faith, but what kind of faith. The testing of your faith is developing perseverance. Mm-hmm. That is, it's teaching you how to hang in there. Mm-hmm. It's teaching you how to be tough. So many of us will quit when things get a little rough. Yeah. Folks leave the church, things not going well. But listen, your spiritual growth is not going to mature if you stop eating spiritual food. Mm. And when you put your plate of spiritual food down and say, I don't want this anymore, and leave, guess what? It's going to still be there when you come back. All right. Amen. So that test, that storm, that trouble is not going to dissipate because you left it. You're just going to have to retake it. You flunk, you got to do what? Take the test again. You want to get promoted to the next grade level? You got to go to summer school. Fall school, spring school, winter school. But you got to take the test. No one is exempt from it. And Jesus came to exemplify to us and for us how to take the test, how to pass the test. And you know, it's really not that difficult if we move self out of the way. Amen. If we just say, for instance, in the area of self-discipline when it comes to holding our mouth. Folks say, well, I can't help it, I got a temper, that's who I am. Okay, well, you're going to be taking your test over and over and over and over and over. You could have already been out of high school, college, you could have already had your degree at your mouth. I hear some parents say they got more than one child, but one of those children just can't keep his mouth. We had one in our family. I won't call her name for her. She felt like she always had to explain to mom her side of the story. And had the nerve to put a hand on her hip. You're not listening, I got a side. Next thing you know, she was laying on one of them. So James says your testing of your faith is developing your perseverance. And then he goes on to tell you what happens when you persevere. Your perseverance must finish its work. There's a key word, must. It's imperative, it's essential, it's necessary. It must finish its work so that you may be what? And that means mature and complete. No lacking nothing. Mature, complete. No human being wants to remain the same height that he was when he was a child as an adult. You don't want to retain the same mindset. But do you not know there are a lot of folks that are of age, that are grown, adults, but have a child mind? Amen. Think like children, act like children, whine and complain like children. So James says, finally in verse 5, now if you lack wisdom, do what? Now here's what that means. That does not mean about general things in life. It does not mean going around asking God, why is this happening to me? Or why do good people suffer bad things? Or why is there so many murders or killings? Why people get robbed? I had something else I wanted to participate And I'm gonna show you how some folks respond to that spiritual warfare. You might get that
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Paul says, if you lack wisdom about your trial, not why is it happening to me, but what are you trying to do, Lord? What is your purpose in this trial, in this test, in this situation? What is the lesson that you're trying to get me to learn? I want to get a bigger, but I couldn't find it. Huh? Okay. But what I want you to do, now this represents you, anybody, everybody, any person that's in the midst of a storm, test, or trial with the whatever attitude. This is not the praying Christian or something. This is not the word Christian or something. This is the one who just floating around, okay? And we're going to start from the front. Whenever it gets in your area, anybody can hit it, knock it, not out in the aisle, but back or forth. And I need everybody to participate in it without letting it fall. We want to keep it just floating from one end of the sanctuary to the other. Y'all with me?
Okay.
From the looks of it, everybody gonna be this ball. I want y'all can see the experience, the expression on y'all's face. You ready to get kicked off, bro? You want to knock it back that way. Yeah, just knock it over your head. Whoever it gets to, just hit it.
Just keep it going.
All right, keep it going. Keep it up. That person died. That person got all right.
Hit the ball.
All right, Mr. Nail. I'm sorry. You got out of the race. Let's start from the back row and kick it, hit it towards the front. That's a person. That ball represents a person that's just in the world, just floating around. From one place to one place. Don't have an sense of separation with you. You just still perform and do what you got to do there. So he doesn't have one to hold around. Now, who can identify with this ball? In the past. Who can identify? You got one person who's not in the past. How many of us can identify in the past? See, always the preacher put his hand up. That's good to know that now at this stage of your life, you know what to do about what you try and what you go through. Amen. So James said, lack of wisdom about what situation was he referring to. Remember, he started by saying, count it all joy when you enter into areas, trials, temptations, whatever they are. But it's all right to ask God, what is the lesson that you want me to learn in this experience, in this trial, in this test? Now that person that was floating around, you're going to like, why me, Lord? Why I always going through something? And many times those persons are the best person, but they're blinded, they can't see that they're blessed. They have a good job, they have a good money, they have home, car, and so on. But they're miserably just floating through life. Just floating through life. God doesn't want us to We have destination. We have James. We have the view. We have a goal. Paul talks about Philippians chapter 3. Getting the things that are behind you, moving forward to the things that are before you. Pressing towards the mark of the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. Verse 6, Paul says, or James says, when you act, believe, not doubt, because he doubt is like a wave of the sea. It's blown, tossed about like that ball. It's blown about, it's tossed about by the wind. And in verse 7, he says, that man should not think that he will receive anything from the Lord in terms of an answer. When you go to God repeatedly or repetitiously, and you don't believe that even God has an answer. The reason that many people don't ask God about anything for anything is because not only do they not believe that they're going to get it, but they don't believe that God knows. They don't even believe God knows. And sometimes because they believe in God, they don't believe that God is overseeing them. They don't believe that God is omniscient, that is all-knowing. They don't believe that God is omnipotent, all-powerful. So they act amiss. In the King James Version, James said they act amiss. That is, just, I like to refer to it as blank prayers. In the military, they treat you when they teach you how to use and operate your weapon, the firearm. They give you blanks to shoot. Some folks pray blank prayers. You got done there. Blank, 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 blank. Didn't think this is just nothing. Blah, blah, blah. But look at the material like this. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that. Just the next few minutes. Satan or demons, we have discussed that to some extent. But what we're going to be focusing on maybe for the next few weeks is you don't have that tonight for names of these demons. What their objective is. By now you already know what Satan's objective is, but he needs help. Because Satan, while God is omnipotent, what is omnipotent? Omnipotent. All powerful. Satan is not all powerful. And while God is omnipresent, what is omnipresent? Everywhere. But Satan is not omnipresent. He can't be everywhere at the same time. That's why he solicited or recruited 1/3 of heaven's angels to follow him when he was kicked out of heaven. Because he needed some help. God didn't need any help when he created the heaven. And he doesn't need any help now. Because everybody that works for him has to do what he says. By the way, according to Matthew chapter 4, Satan works for God. Amen. Jesus says you must serve the Lord your God. So begin with the first paragraph of the material that you have. As you believe in the reality and personality of Satan, who is also the word of God. Innocent. Satan is the originator of moral evil, and he's the God of this world. He and his agents, that is, the fallen angels or demons, are active in doing what? Blinding us, or mankind, to the truth. That is, he doesn't want you to know the truth. You ever tried witnessing and talking to somebody who just wants to know the truth? Whose mind is already made up that they are right. They have blocked out the truth. And they are holding on to a lie. Not only does he try to blind us to the truth, but inciting anti-Semitism, attempting to defeat the believers. Now, believers can and should resist him by applying social truth. That is the only power that we have, ammunition we have to see the Word of God. That's why Jesus was confronted by Satan in Matthew the 5th chapter. We always reply first, what? By saying what? It is written. That's the ground on which the truth of the power of the Word of God is activated when we use it. Isaiah 14, 12, 17, Genesis 28, 11, 19, 2 Corinthians 4, verses 3 and 4, 2 Corinthians 10, 3 and 5, verses 5, Ephesians 2, verses 1 and 2, Ephesians 6, 10 through 18, about hold on, 1 Timothy 3, verse 6, 17, 2 through 4. You have the existence of demons. We just found how many times. And other designations of glory for it as well. In Mark 7 and 29, Jesus used the term literally, said to her, this saith go, the demon has gone. Where? Some of us have children that have a demon in them. Or you might go somebody where a child is a demon in them. This is the time to be able to recognize Satan, recognize demons. Satan, too, is a demon. He's mentioned numerous times in both testaments. The origin of demons, they were angels created by him. But 1/3 of them became demons when they rebelled against God. The nature of the demons, what demons are not, then what demons are. They are angels, everything that the scripture teach about the nature of angels, except for they are not holy. The number and the kind of demons, they are innumerable. Hebrews 12:22. They are 2/3 of the original number of holy angels. 1/3 in Revelation 12, verses 3 and 4 of the original joined Satan in his rebellion against God. So there are huge numbers made up of all three classes of angels: cherubim, seraphim, and the lowest rank of angels, which is just simply called angels. They are organized by ranks. You have three classes of them. You have demons of authority and lesser demons. It's just like any other kingdom setup. Every kingdom has a what? Has a king, somebody in charge, somebody in authority. In this case, Satan